One of the worst feelings in the world is when you're working on something and you stop halfway through and you sit back and you're just like, who the hell is gonna care about this? Why am I even working on this? Dude, the amount of times this happens to me is insane, and it sucks, and I know that someone out there, someone watching this, has experienced the same thing, probably within the last week or so. Honestly, I think that's why I don't make a lot of videos anymore. I'll get halfway through making something or recording some audio about a topic I want to talk about, and then I'll just be like, who's gonna listen to this? And then I'll close it and get all depressed and be like, it's not worth it, no one's gonna care, it's not gonna get attention, why does it matter? I feel like content creators experience this a lot. Like, if something doesn't get the attention you want it to get, you feel like a failure. And it's because there's such a high expectation for quality content, and if you don't make the things that people want to see, you're out of here. And this is coming from someone who doesn't even work for YouTube. I don't get paid for this. I can't imagine how people who get paid for this feel. That's their livelihood, that's their income. I can't imagine how they feel when something doesn't do well. When something I make doesn't do well, I feel insecure. Get a good pain to the heart. I mean, it hurts when something you work on doesn't get attention you think it deserves. But I can't imagine pairing that with wondering whether or not my next paycheck is gonna be okay. That shit's scary, dude. And on one hand, I love being on the internet. It's a big part of who I am. I love sharing my stuff with other people. I love making connections with people. I love the fact that I have a community. But sometimes it's just like, what the fuck am I doing? Sometimes it stresses me out so bad that it sends me into a depressive episode. Something won't get as much attention as something else did, and I'll be like, why? What did I do wrong? And then I start to wonder, like, is being on the internet good for me? I used to love it. I used to have a lot of fun with it, but now it's more so, why isn't this doing well? I envy my younger self. I used to do this because it was fun, and I don't know what changed. I still really like making content and sharing it on the internet, but it doesn't feel the same. Maybe it is because of the algorithm and having a high expectation for content creators. Or maybe it's just falling out of love with something that you used to like. Either way, it happens to everyone. I don't have an answer on how to get rid of it because I still struggle with it, but you're not alone at the very least. It's comforting to know that there will always be at least one person that cares about what you do. Even if you feel like the whole world doesn't care, there is one person that does. Maybe it's your mom or a cousin or a friend or just some random commenter that shows up every once in a while to say, hey, I like what you're doing. There will always be at least one person that cares about what you're doing. Just the other day, I mentioned at a family dinner that I was thinking of rebranding because I didn't know if MD Art Cabin was professional enough. But then my dad just said, no, I think MD Art Cabin's good. And that's all it took! A little reassurance from one person, that's all it took. Moral of the story, I guess, is just make things that you want to make. Because whether or not you have those people yet, eventually there will be at least one person that really likes the things that you do. That's all I gotta say. You keep my life bright, my lights, I'll catch you later.